All right, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and today we're going to be looking at a different game. This is called Battle Legion. It's a game that was released in 2020. It is kind of a silly, dumb, fun game. Uh, I guess you could call it an idle game. It is more of a tournament-based fighting PvP kind of game. You pretty much just fight a bunch of other players, and if you lose points, and if you win, you gain points, and you get to choose your heroes and all the upgrades that you want to do, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's just take a look at the heroes that we're going to be using in this game. So here you go. You go into Army down here at the bottom, and you can see that there's a bunch of different heroes that you can use. All of them will have different point values that will let you use it. If you look up here, this is your army points. We have 13 as of right now. Basically, every arrow is a point. So when you look at the screen here, you'll see little arrows on the bottom. That means if it has one arrow, it only takes one slot. If it has two arrows, it takes two slots, and so on and so on. So you've got your basic classes in here. You've got, assassins, you've got rangers, and they all have different skill sets that help you kind of build a weird team together. And then there are like catapults, there's dragons. We actually have a few pretty reasonably strong, I guess what you would consider heroes, but unfortunately they're only level 1 because they're so hard to find, so they don't actually live very long. And then as you can see, there's a bunch more stuff here that we have yet unlocked. We are only rank 5. This is a game that has, I guess you could call, leagues and seasons, and basically the longer you play, the more your rank goes up, and then you can do more content and get more heroes. But yeah, there's tons and tons of heroes in here that you can unlock. Look at all that. There's a lot, right? Tons. All right, we can keep going here. We'll just go all the way to the bottom just so you can see how many heroes there are. So there are a bunch of different heroes that we can get. And then every time you pull a new hero, you essentially get cards, whatever you want to call it, and you can upgrade your hero. So say we have on this is our little knights that you get in the beginning. Everyone gets them right in the beginning of the game. As you collect more pieces of them, you can upgrade them again. So we're at level 37 on this specific one. So now we need we need 7 of these cards in order to upgrade it. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, I can only pull one card at a time. Well, no. The boxes are random, and they're a random amount. So sometimes you'll get one with 18 cards. Sometimes you'll get one with 30 cards. Sometimes you'll get specific cards that are just guaranteed to be that specific card. It just depends on what you're doing and what chest you get. And then eventually you upgrade your heroes. And then as you get to these level tiers, so the first one is 20, then 50, 100, and 150, you can basically add these little shard things, these little power stones, and they have different skills, increase melee, increase attack, increase range, reflect damage. Like there's all kinds of different ones that you can use, and that's it. You just keep doing that until you get your heroes really strong. The cool thing about this game, though, is that there are skins that you can unlock basically just from playing the game, and there's rare, there's mythical ones. From what I've seen, they don't actually increase your power. They just change your look. So they're pretty much just cosmetic, but it's cool. You can make your, skeleton knights. There's a few that are kind of cool. Let's look at my little ranger guys here. So these are the ice dwarves. Their original look is these little common smith guys with beards. So we just unlocked this one with the little snow guys. But yeah, every hero has a different skin that you can put on them, even the stupid ones like mushrooms. So you can get little ones, starfish, lotus. Now, what I was saying before with how every hero is their own thing. So the tank heroes, these little guys, basically just run up front and protect the front line. That's it. That's what they do. Then you've got rangers. Obviously, they just fire from far away. And those are the ones you start with. There's a wall if you want. This is actually the skin of the log, but you can make it a wall if you want. But that just basically blocks enemies. And all the heroes basically follow their own path. So if you're a knight, and you're in the front, you're going to walk straight until you attack something. If there's nothing in front of you, you're going to veer off and fight the next thing that's closest to you. And there's no way to control it, unfortunately. It's just you have to kind of decide and hope for the best. Then you've got heroes like dogs, which are super fast and aggressive, but they die in like 3 seconds, unless they're on the other team, in which case they murder your entire team. Just letting you know, those dogs are crazy. Some of the skins for these are pretty cool. There's like mythic dogs. There's like skeleton dogs. Pretty cool. But then you have some like weird ones, all right? You have like this one, a freeze trap. Basically, it just sits there. It doesn't attack anything, but if any of the enemies get near it, it explodes, hits them for some damage, and freezes them in place for a considerably long time. And the enemies will take more damage when they're frozen, which is nice. We've got the bomb, which is insanely strong if he's in the right spot. The problem is you don't know what your enemy is before you fight it. So wherever you put that bomb that's where it's going to be. So if there's nothing in front of it, it's going to just run to the end of the screen and blow up and do nothing. However, if it's right in the front like this, and then all the tanks are in the front, it runs right up to him and it just blows up that entire group, which is crazy. So yeah, he's pretty interesting. The mushrooms basically they mind control, so they inflict confusion on anything that walks on them. I think as you upgrade it, there's more and more mushrooms. I think right now we're at 5. And then when somebody walks by it, I think you get 5 chances, basically. That's what I'm guessing from it, from what I've seen. I'm not 100% on that. You've got ravens that can fly over walls, so they're pretty cool. We've got different kinds of rangers. So you've got these skeleton rangers, which actually just disappear, which is weird. And then they'll appear on the other side of the battlefield and start shooting people from the back. So they're basically assassin rangers, all right? That's what they are. And then you've got other heroes like this, which has lower attack, but she actually will do AoE damage. So when she hits something, everything around it gets hit also. So even though her attack power is literally like half to 1/3 of a normal ranger, she's hitting multiple groups when she attacks. So still a pretty cool ranger. We've also just got this lady here, Banshee. She essentially does like this weird scream and hits everything in front of her. She's kind of weird. I think she's good, but at the same time, she hasn't really helped us too much, so I'm kind of not using her right now. I'm hoping to maybe level her up a bit and see if she gets a little better. But I don't hate her, but I'm just not sure how to use her. They've got assassins, which basically run to the back of the field and immediately start attacking. They do insanely high damage. This is a tank hero, Brute. It's basically like just a warrior that has a lot of health and can punch things and knock them back. So that's cool. We've got these guys, which are actually warriors like this. They're metal warriors, or you can make them skeletons if you want. That's the ones that I have right now. Or aquatic monsters. We're going to leave them as skeletons because I like skeletons. But basically, these guys can reflect damage back at warriors. So if you're a melee hero and you attack them, it's going to reflect some of the damage back at you. We've got some other heroes like these guys, the little plague doctors, or plague throwers, sorry. They basically throw these vials, which essentially lower the attack speed and make enemies take more damage, things like that. Pretty cool. I actually do like them. You've got this little fire ember field lady. I haven't used her, but she seems to just throw fireballs and blow things up. That's just what she does. You've got an ice mage, same thing, just does freezing spells and they explode on target. Then you've got this guy, which I have on my team, a void-bound physician, who essentially creates a lightning field that heals certain heroes up to a certain amount. Pretty cool. It's continuous and it never stops. You've got a cart, which basically just runs into the middle of the field and just hits everything and attacks them. And when it gets destroyed, random enemies come out of it and will fight random heroes for you will fight enemies. You've got a catapult. And then we've got some interesting heroes here that just aren't good enough yet because I only have 1 card for them. You've got a mystic support hero that summons clones, and we've got a void dragon, which actually was pretty cool, but dies pretty quickly. I don't understand how that works because she has a lot of health, but just nonstop death. Every time I would put that dragon in, it just dies. So every once in a while, it would do something good, but that's about it. Then you've got some fun customization stuff. You can, there's like artifacts that we haven't unlocked yet, so these are fun. And then you've got some different pictures. You can change the background. So if you want to fight in a town, that can be your thing. You can change your banner background. Say we can change that on our top of the screen, make it real cool. We're going to leave it with this. And then you can change, I didn't even know I changed that. You can change your banners to different heroes. These are unlocked through points, these little crystals here at the top right. And basically you can just buy new things. And then there's titles that you get for completing certain achievements and things like that. We got Immortal because we ended up killing somebody with 1 hero left, so that was fun. But basically the way this works is you just scroll, and eventually it gets you a team to fight, and then you just fight them. But like I said, you don't know. Boom, look, that bomb actually worked that time. So you don't honestly know who you're going to be fighting before it happens. Remember, this is tournament. You're going in blind, so you have to hope that your team setup works with the team that you're fighting. If there's no ninjas, that's what the little thief guys, then my ice trap becomes essentially useless. See how slow everybody gets when they get that stupid thing? Everybody's slow now. It's crazy. It's crazy how slow that poison makes your team. That's from the plague guy, the plague doctor. How crazy is that? Oh man, everyone's on fire. So this could actually kill us. There you go. My guys are finally throwing some rocks. I think we're gonna lose. Yep, we lost right at the last second. And you get points or you lose points for this, and you gain new rewards as the season progresses, unlocking new ranks and new power stones, things like that. You can do auto fight right down here. There's auto spin. So if I do that and I roll, and you get a lot of these. So I could literally just turn this on and walk away, and it would fight 200 times for me. So I might lose 200 times, I might win 200 times, it might win 100, lose 100. But it's a kind of a nice way to just collect gold if you just don't want to play right now. You can just turn it on auto, and it'll just fight a bunch of battles for you, gain some ranks, and then you come back and you're like, oh, cool, I got some free stuff. Now, as you can see, this little healer guy, see he's the lightning. That lightning is him healing. It's not him attacking. So he's keeping my rangers alive, which isn't honestly helping me right now because no one's attacking my rangers. But it would be nice if you could control that a little bit better. But other than that, I don't really have a problem with it. It's not like I said, it's a silly attack game. It's not really going to be, it's not a game that's going to be like, oh, you need a ton of strategy. You will need to think about where you place your heroes. Like I had this ice trap. I'll show you what happens. I'll click this. Just let it go. I had this ice trap further back, thinking that when the thieves see they pop up right here, and what was happening was they were appearing but running away from the frozen trap. So what I did was I moved it forward and kept my heroes behind it, so that way when they appear, they run to this and then freeze. So yeah, look at this, tons and tons of little thieves fighting my guy. Watch this. He's going to drop in 3 seconds. He's not going to survive this at all. So yeah, it is tough, and if somebody has heroes that are stronger than yours, or just happen to get lucky and pull a ton of one specific hero that's really good, yeah, that's gonna suck. See, boom, we got our ninjas frozen back there. See, they're gonna sit there. Watch how long these guys are frozen. It's actually insane how long that freezing happens for. They're still there. They're still sitting there. Look at that. Finally, there you go. They're finally back in time for them to kill my heroes. There you go. Nice and done. All right, so that's that. So basically, that's the whole game. I wish I could say there was a lot more to it, but it's pretty much this. Like, I'm going to turn the auto off, but it's pretty much this. You're just going to keep randomly fighting enemies until you either rank up, lose, or gain some enough gold to upgrade something. As you are playing, you will unlock some things. And we lost that one. We lose a lot, by the way, when you go in here. So there are chests that unlock over time. So rank 5 is a good chest down to even rank 1. And the different amount of times will change. The higher your rank, the better the chance of you getting better chests. Right now, we're up to 2 hours. In the beginning, there was like 3-minute chests, 8-minute chests. There was like really small times. Now they're getting a little bit higher. But right now, you can use gems if you want to speed this up. We actually got a bunch of gems for free from like doing stuff in the beginning of the game. I used them to get chests, which is the worst thing you could probably do, but I did it anyway because I didn't care. We were just trying to get some stuff real quick and see what we could accomplish. There are guilds in this game. You can donate cards to each other through this little section here. See? So you can go in here and you can donate. I don't have any of these cards to donate to them. But other than that, I haven't seen anything that's like really cool about clans. It seems to be like there's not much about it yet until we get into later ranks. This game is heavily rank locked, so just know that that's a thing. It does take time to get to those ranks. All right, so there are top players, top ranks, all that stuff. But other than that, there's not much to do with that. I haven't seen much. There are quests every day. There's weekly. There's seasonal quests, which will change. Say 11 days, we'll get new seasonal quests. You can become a pass user and spend money. Then there's achievements, which will get you new, say like new backgrounds. You get gems. You get new. What are these? The portraits. You can get new ones of those. Upgrade a unit to level 50. We get some more gems. Complete journeys. There's all kinds of rewards. There's season rewards, Siege Master, win a match without crossing to the enemy side. See what I mean? There's always something. There's always a new thing you can get. Spend 50,000 gold and you get this awesome thing. And I think that's the only stuff in here at this point. There's just new stuff. You can like Battle Legion and get a Facebook banner. You can join the Discord and get a banner. So there's a bunch of stuff you can do even outside of the game to get things in-game. There are a lot of things here that you can claim. Basically here, you can watch a video to get double. These are your auto battles. See how I can now fill them back up. and I still have 50 here. So literally I can let this run 246 times today, which is a lot. That's a lot of battles, basically, if I really want to. This is experience. There's nothing to do with this. And then you can watch videos, and then there's also shop stuff. Now, there is also this, which is basically, I guess you could say, the adventure mode of the game. It's kind of slow in the sense that you only get 3, and the clock here, look, energy restores in 4 hours. So yeah, it takes a while. Every day I've logged in, I think the most I've ever seen is like 2 of these shards to be able to get in here. And this is a separate fight. So that means you have to actually go into your army. Even the things they're wearing, as you can see, are different. So if I want this guy to be in his costume, I have to go in here and rechange it again for this exact fight. So if I want him to stay like that, I can, or I can go in and switch him to this. There you go. Close that. And now I have my team set. You have much less slots from what I can see. I don't know if that gets better. I'm assuming it will the further you go. And then these are just random, storyline fights, if you want to call them that, training fights. And you get some stuff from climbing the tower. You get some rewards as achievements for climbing the tower. So yeah, it's just another mode that you can play every day. You're only going to be able to do like 1 or 2 fights, but even look at that. We got 20 gems, and boom, you're good to go. So now we have 0 of those shards left, so we can't do much else. Then you've got this, which is a global raid, which you have to be ranked 7 in the PvP basically to unlock it. So we're 2 ranks away. It's taken a little while to get there, but we'll get there. And then we can do global raids. There's also a clan raid, which is obviously why you would need a clan at rank 6. So we should be getting there pretty soon. And then you've got your shop, which basically has a bunch of stuff you can buy. There's stuff you can buy in here with gems. There's stuff you can buy in here with real money. Right here, say, this is a nice area right here, down here. So you can actually use some of the gems you save up to possibly get cards. Look at that. You can get cards for specific heroes. So at least there's like a way. And you can save up gems, not easily, but they do come. So you'll be okay if you really wanted to save up for one of these things. There's free ones you can unlock. These are the wagons. You can unlock a free one every day. So in 10 hours, I get another new one. And you can watch a video if you really want to. I haven't watched any videos yet. And then there's like potions where you can heal. You can do all kinds of stuff. These are like little items that are unlocked later on. And then this is where you get your cosmetics. If you want to save up, you can use gems to buy cosmetics. Or you can go down here. And there are specialized ones. So these are the expensive ones, as you can see, 1,300 coins. Well, not coins, 1,300 of these gems. But there is a basic one, which is what I've been doing just for now to be able to get some. And you actually get a reasonable amount of stuff from here. Look at this. You can get a hamster. I actually would love to get that one. The hamster, there's a mythic hero. So there's a lot of stuff in here you can unlock just from this cheap chest. So here we go. Mythic bombs, there's werewolves, battle wagons. Look at all these guys. There's a lot of stuff in here you can unlock. Like there's plenty of these that I would love to get that I don't have yet. So I'm basically going to keep summoning from this until I get at least some of the cooler ones from here, and then maybe I'll start saving up for the bigger ones. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, whatever. Cosmetics are cosmetics. And then you can buy gems if you want. So here you go. You can get 8,000 with 2,000 free. For $100, you can get 10,000 gems, which will unlock the whole game, basically. No, it's not true. Well, it is true. It'll get you a lot of... I'll tell you what. It'll get you a hell of a lot of cards. Like, look at that. $100 for 10,000 gems, right? Now you go here, and we look at our wagons. All right, boom. These are like the commander wagons. So I guess really a dragon wagon. That's a dragon wagon. All right, so this gives you 4,000 gold, 1,200 unit shards, a guaranteed 140 rares, and 40 mythics. That's crazy. Look at that. So that's 6,000 gems. So basically $100 is going to be enough for one dragon wagon and then a few other warlord wagons. So yeah. And what's the Warlord Wagon give you? This one gives you no guaranteed legendaries. So honestly, probably this would be the best option unless you're really struggling to get legendaries or mythics. But that's if you want to spend, real money. Most people aren't going to have that many gems unless you've been playing for a while. So other than that, there's really not much to this game. I just wanted to show it because it's actually kind of stupid fun. And you get hooked in it. You get hooked on like the little things in this game, like just changing which hero you use, getting new outfits for the heroes that you like. You might not really like a hero, and then all of a sudden you get this really cool outfit for it, and for some reason now you love it. It's just the way it's just the way these games work. It's not like there's anything like there's nothing special about this game in the sense. but there is a large community apparently. They have like this game has been downloaded over 1 million times. And I think the reason it's so that people like it so much is because it's so mindless. Like it's literally a game you can download on your phone and just scroll and play while you're doing whatever you're doing. You can play it while you're at work. Like you don't even have to watch. Like you can literally just put it on auto spins at work and just let it go and then check in on it, update your heroes, fix the things that you're doing, and then just move on to the next thing. Boom. So yeah, it's a pretty cool game. I mean, you can pretty much switch out, you can move your heroes however you want. You can set them up in any way that you feel is necessary. I'm just going to, I didn't want to do that. And you do have separate team setups. So if you wanted to build separate teams, you can do that. We'll do one more fight. But otherwise, it's just a silly, mindless game, and it's really dumb and fun. You're gonna die a lot once you get to where I am because you're gonna not understand the game obviously as closely as other people. You're not gonna know which heroes are the best ones. But I am starting to see a pattern on certain heroes and which ones work really well. But the problem is that there's no way to know. Look at this. I'm going to get exploded. Look at that with this. My whole front line's dead. And then I think I fought these guys before and they wreck me. But this is the thing. It's like if I was able to see who I was fighting, literally my heroes would move 1 inch up and then those bombs would never have hit them. See what I mean? So that's the only downside is you have no idea. There's no strategy outside of hoping that your strategy is better than or not even better, that your strategy counters whatever it is you're about to fight. So I guess the goal here would be to find a team that can kind of handle multiple situations, and then you'll be good. But here we go. Boom, boom. Everyone's dead. You get to see me die one more time before it's over. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, things you want to talk about, things you want to discuss, if you guys play this game, feel free to leave a comment below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. All right, you help the channel grow. We do live streams every single week. But yeah, if you guys are interested in this kind of thing, please share it and let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I want to see more people playing this dumb game because it's really fun. All right, so this is Battle Legion, the silly little idle game, which my little plague doctor is about to die. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys take care.